this wasn't happening. I wasn't touching as many lives, and yeah, the numbers had gone down with the number of people I was seeing. I literally only had one patient in January. It was pretty bleak. And for about 6 months, I, just tried to push through it and go forward, do what I can. And I was like, nope, this is not good. But then when I signed up and stuff, it was, at least like I had to pay on that was about like $10,000 in ad spends for Facebook and such. There was 81 at least. There may have been more actually, at least 81 coming in, new patients. There was like $32,000 or more in payment plans, and there's actually about over $36,000 in prepays. So it came to be, it's well over 68,000, total for the income that I'd be receiving from all these wonderful people. My name is John Francis, and I run the Francis Chiropractic Center here in Kalispell, Montana, and I've been practicing for 25 years. Yeah,
Let's
been
go. Let's go.
enjoying practice.
What was your practice situation before we met, as far as like growth and new patients and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I had like my best year ever the year before, and it was like January came around, and it was like everything just. I mean, I literally only had one patient in January. It was pretty bleak, and so I just kept, just going forward and trying to figure things out, and because normally I just have a referral-based practice, and people just see my building, know me from other people. I've been doing this for 25 years. Anyways, it just, like I said, stopped, and for about 6 months. Just tried to push through it and go forward, do what I can. I was like, nope, this is not good. And I spoke
Hmm.
with my coach, Dr. Oz, and he says, these guys are just starting with us. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with them, but they've helped some other members in AMC, and so he says, I just look into them and see what they can do for you. And so that's when I contacted actually you
Hmm.
there, and yeah, he just started the ball rolling and said, hey, this is what we can do for you. Are you interested? And I'm like, sounds good. Let's do it. Yeah, and then ever since then, I think, I don't know, and you have the better numbers because I didn't come with that, but I know, I think
How
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and I can even share what all those numbers are.
Sure.
Do you remember what like revenue or anything like that was before we started
hmm
talking, or you said new patients were about one? Was that the average new patients every month? How slow
Oh,
were
yeah.
things looking that year?
Yeah, average. It was like one. I think I did write that down. The average for the 6 months that were before were maybe 10, maybe.
Mm,
That's the average because I got a few more later on. But
hmm.
then when I signed up and stuff, it was at least like 20, I think, something like that,
Yeah,
around 20, I think, a month
yeah.
that
Okay.
were new patients that were coming into the office.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know that there was crazy amount of other office stuff too. How were you feeling in those 6 months before we started
Oh,
working
prior.
together? Hmm.
Nervous, very nervous. I just was praying and saying, Lord, you know all things, and I'm trusting you to guide me to what I need to do because obviously what I'm doing is not working, but so I struggled with that for a bit, and so it was just a bit. It was very uneasy, and of course, there's some sleepless nights because you still got to pay the bills and and all that. And I had quite a good reserve, but that was starting to be whittled on because yeah, we had some lower months. I mean, that were like whoa, kind of scary. So yeah, I wasn't very happy. Let's just say that.
Yeah, totally. Totally. I'm sure you couldn't make the impact you were looking to make either, just with the new patients not being there. And
Just wasn't happening. I wasn't touching as many lives, and yeah, the numbers had gone down with the number of people I was seeing.
hmm.
Yeah, it was just very strange. I went from my best year ever to just like the brakes got put on. I don't know if I had, what my problem was, but it was just the economy. I don't know what it was. But it
Yeah,
definitely wasn't good.
yeah. After we met, so then now kind of bridging to getting referred our way, we meet. Walk me through like what were some of your thoughts throughout the process before you said like, hey, yeah, let's do this thing.
My thoughts prior to like when I met you, and then when before we like actually signed up situation, I was pretty hopeful. I was actually hopeful. I mean, like I said, I had Dr. Oz is my coach, and he didn't say these guys are amazing and they're gonna sweep you off your feet, and and there's no work, whatever. But he just said very honestly, hey, these guys have been working for some other AMC members, and they've gotten great success. So I think you should, if you're looking to do something like that, to do advertising, go with them. And then, like I said, I got a hold of you guys, and you guys, it was a good contact. We had personable, communication. Everything was done very well, and it made me hopeful. And so, and then there's options about, how do you want to engage with us? You gave me options, and of course, I picked what I picked, and I was very happy with that. And yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, it just went well. It was an easy
Yeah.
transition to go from him giving you the thumbs up for your business, and
Yeah.
then me signing up, and
Love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Let's go. We can talk a little bit more about the numbers and specifics. So, what I have here is that over the time working together, we spent, I'd say like over the initial portion working together, we spent $10,000 on ads, which led to 81 new patients. From that, we had $31,000, but it's just under $32,000 in payment plans and about 36,500 in prepays from the $10,000 spent. The total signed on care being 68,500.
Yeah, so for me, I mean, when the part that I had to pay on that was about like $10,000 in ad spends for Facebook and such.
Mm-hmm.
And that actually started off gradually, and then it got to be where it was at my maximum what I wanted to choose to give for my ad spend. So, but it was total of about $10,000, and then $32,000 in plans.
Payment plans. Yeah.
Payment plans. There was like $32,000 or more in payment plans, and there's actually about over $36,000 in prepays. So it came to be, it's well over 68,000, total for
Yeah.
for the income that I'd be receiving from all these wonderful people. So
Yeah.
just keeps getting
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. 81 new patients came in, which is amazing.
Yeah,
And
there was 81 at least. There may have been more actually, at least
oh,
81 new
really?
people
Okay.
came in. Well, there was some that, yeah, anyways, it was a good at least 81 patients coming in, new patients.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, but at least, I had over 81 new patients come in from, this promotion, and I'm very excited about that.
Let's go. Let's go.
Exactly.
How'd you feel kind of second half of the year versus the first half? Comparing
Oh,
like,
way better. And as the time went on, first starting out, there's bugs to work through and little things to communicate properly so that everything gets ironed out. And that's the cool thing about this too, you guys, is that, weekly talking with me and, coaching me basically on what's working, what's not working, what could be better, what did you like to see, whatever, how are these patients interacting with you? How can you interact with them better? All those things were really addressed very well. And so as the time went on, then the bugs got worked out, and it really started to flow really well, and just got better and better in every way,
let's
really.
go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Have you seen that impact your practice members, your team, your just the overall dynamic in practice and how you're operating outside of just like not just how you personally are being impacted, but more so everyone around you, family, team.
Yeah, I think, when you're a bit stressed about, practice and
Yeah.
about patients coming in and touching lives, and you're not doing what you need to be doing, that sort of takes you away from everybody else and what you do, your friends and family, and of course your employees, they feel the stress because they're not as busy, so they're just kind of hanging out, twiddling their thumbs and, that kind of thing. So for me, it was like, it was extra stressful when they weren't busy and doing stuff, and it's stressful on my family, and of course finances. That's kind of a big deal. Um, but when that changed and we started getting the new patients coming in and seeing more people and touching more lives, it just brightened everybody up. And of course, we added a couple of new team members here in our staff, so that really even changed some dynamics because they were encouraged too about seeing new people and
Yeah.
more lives, and so that's just a momentum, like a snowball
Yeah.
going down a hill, just gets bigger and bigger and grows, and everything good comes from that, and so very exciting.
Come on. I'm so pumped. Was there anything else you wanted to share just about your experience and about, you know, just overall, maybe some differences in what you expected versus what happened or just positive things that you experienced along the way?
Hmm. Yeah, you know, I mean, I really can't say anything honestly bad. I can say really only everything good. And um, my experience is that you guys are stand-up men, and you have a great team, and you all are working hard together to, promote me and other, chiropractors that want to touch lives, and you're encouraging, and even in other avenues, just you care about my life and my family, and that sort of aspect, and it's personable. It's very personable. It's not it's not at a distance where I don't ever get to see or talk to you guys, or you're not in touch. You're always available. Make time. And again, that weekly meeting was really a very important, just touching point. Just take a few minutes to touch on things, and so that you make sure that you get caught up on what's going on. And
Hmm.
and yeah, I really have enjoyed the process, and you know, just enjoy, like I said, just how good you guys are, and how much you guys try, and you guys are continually developing new ideas and new presentations to make practice better and easier. And that also too is another part of it, is that you really created a situation to do everything that can be done in the process to make it
Hmm.
easier for like me, so
Yeah.
there's no real need for me to call per se, and aside from you got to call them initially to just touch base with people, but other than that, everything's taken care of, from the scheduling and the gathering of the patients, the getting them interested in you, and all those things. So everything's really done. It's sort of like a all-in-one, all-inclusive as you can get, you know. And I know you guys are just constantly trying to improve that, so that's a wonderful thing too.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. My
Hmm.
last question, what would you tell someone who's watching this right now and is just unsure about taking that next step?
Really, to be honest, it's a no-brainer. I mean, you're going to be successful with it. Yes, at the very beginning, maybe there might be a little bit of some going through some steps to finalize some of the processes, but in the end, it's well worth it. This is a great group of men who, have the bigger picture in mind and really want to do the best, and they'll do all they can to do the best. And in the end, it's going to work out well. I would do it. I'd sign up. You won't be sorry. As much as I can't promise everything, I'm
Yeah.
very sure that it's all going to work out well, and you're going to be happy that you did sign up and join the team and work with them.
Thank you. Thank you. And so if you're watching this and you're like, what do I do next? Go ahead, just book a time. There should be a button below or above this video. Book a time, schedule a call. Worst that happens, I let you know, hey, this isn't a perfect fit, and that's okay. Best thing that happens is it ends up being a perfect fit, and we end up generating tens of thousands of dollars in revenue, making thousands of lives better together, and just being able to transform your practice and get you the time and financial freedom you're looking for. So, yeah, book a time.